Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to To Be Determined. Today we are going to be going over the Voodoo doll. Now, I've had this item in my recipe book for a very long time, but I've never actually made it. So we're going to go over it, what it's useful for, and how to craft it. But first, before we get into that, I just want to remind you guys that we are doing a giveaway, but the date has changed. We're doing the 69 million coin giveaway on Wednesday the 13th, and it's going to be around 9 to 12 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing it live on my Twitch channel, which is linked in the description, so be sure to check that out if you want to join the giveaway. And I'd also like to thank you guys for 800 subs. We just hit 800 subs the other day, and I'm very grateful for all the support that you guys have been giving me. We're going to keep pushing all the way to 1,000 and beyond. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, the Voodoo doll is found in Zombie Slayer. Now you talk to Maddox, go to the boss leveling rewards, and you can see at Zombie Slayer level 5 you unlock the Voodoo doll. Now this recipe is a little bit expensive. You need 2 enchanted pufferfish, a level 9 pumpkin minion, 32 enchanted gas tears, a crystallized heart, and 4 stacks of flint arrows. So I already have the arrows just chilling in my quiver. I also have the pufferfish, some of the gas tears, and most of the ingredients for the crystallized heart. The main thing we're going to be working on today is the pumpkin minion. So I should have a decent amount of pumpkins chilling in my agronomy sacks, but we're going to see what we can do with all of these. Before we go any further though, I'm going to make sure that I take it out of my personal compactor because I am going to have to buy quite a few of these. Honestly, I might just grind them out on our pumpkin farm. But first things first, we're going to take some jungle wood, take one, turn it into a hoe, throw the rest back into our farming sack, and then we craft our tier 1 pumpkin minion. Boom, pumpkin tier 1. Next we're gonna go ahead and get our hands on our pumpkin dicer. Just run down through here once, and that should be plenty enough to get us all the pumpkins that we're gonna need to craft this bad boy. So yeah, we got 600 pumpkins. Pumpkin tier 2, pumpkin tier 3, one more run through, and there we go, pumpkin tier 5. Now the rest of these are gonna need enchanted pumpkins, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those ready. And I actually sold all of the enchanted pumpkins that I had. I've gone through this farm so many times, but I wanted to make some money, so I sold all of those. So we're gonna go ahead and buy ourselves some stacks of pumpkins here. Just gonna fill my inventory with them. Then tier 5, tier 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that should be plenty enough. Go ahead and get rid of all those. I bought 600,000 coins extra, so now we've got our tier 9 pumpkin minion. Let's go ahead and grab our pufferfish. Got 2 of those, and then I believe I have some zombie hearts just sitting in a chest down here, right there. So now we're gonna need some enchanted diamonds to turn this into a crystallized heart. So I have 112, so we're gonna buy the rest of those. There we go. Zombie heart, put the enchanted diamonds around it like so, and there we go, crystallized heart. Now the last few things we're gonna need are 4 stacks of flint arrows right there, and then we're gonna need 32 of these enchanted gas tears, so I need to buy 23 more. Only cost me 5,000 coins, and that should be all the ingredients. So pumpkin minion in the middle, enchanted pufferfish on the side, gas tier top middle, crystallized heart bottom middle, flint arrows all around, and there we go, the Voodoo doll. Now this item is a utility item similar to Mana Flux or even to Wand of Atonement, but it's meant for damage instead of healing. So it shoots arrows from every direction around the targeted monster, and monsters hit by at least one arrow are slowed and receive 13,299 damage for 10 seconds. Now it does have a pretty high mana cost, so we're going to try and put some Ultimate Wise on here. I've got an Ult Wise 1 book here, so we'll go ahead and apply that. Or not. Turns out you can't apply it. Interesting. I don't know why that's like that. Okay then, guess we're not doing that. Can you even enchant this at all is the question. You cannot. So you can't enchant the Voodoo doll at all. And I'm going to say you can't put hot potato books on it because it is a utility item. But maybe we can put a scroll. For instance, if we buy a bunch of sugarcane, turn it all into enchanted paper, and then actually buy more because we don't have enough, and then make a ruby power scroll, can we actually apply that to this item? Yes, you can. Okay, so you can put a power scroll onto it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. I know it's for healing and this is a damage weapon, but I actually did the same thing with my Wand of Atonement where I put a damage buff on it on top of the healing. So this will kind of even that out a little bit. So let's see how much damage we do. We are in full 10-star Ancient Crimson armor right now with a level 77 Griffin pet. These are level 1 zombies. Let's see what it does. 1,621 41. Interesting. Do you even Voodoo is an achievement we got with it. Kill a mob with the Voodoo doll ability. Interesting. Let's try it again. 1,383. Is that actually the max? That's a pretty expensive item to be doing that little damage. Let's see if it works on Enderman. So this is 4.5k Enderman. It does not work on Enderman. Okay, how about wolves in the park? Got a pack spirit here with 6k health. Okay, there we go. 41,000 damage on top of that. That's not too bad. Let's try it on this alpha. Yeah, 41,000 ability damage. So if we swap to our final destination set, it should increase the damage because we have higher intelligence. Yeah, 78,000. Okay, so this is definitely another one of those mage utility weapons. Probably not terrible for dungeons, but you'd mostly use it to slow a target, at least for dungeons. It reminds me a lot of Ink Wand, except for the cooldown being a lot lower. Let's try it with Superior Set, and it's actually higher with Superior Set, so that's pretty cool. Let's try using our Sheep Pet and see how much that increases it by. Oh, almost 100,000 damage. I know a lot of people like to use this for Slayer bosses, just to slow the mob down, deal a little bit of damage. It's just gonna make your life easier, where you can keep the mob away from you while you're hitting it. And it does a little extra damage, and it doesn't cost too much mana. 157 is a pretty rough cost, but that is with Sheep Pet. So if we use any other pet, it's going to cost 190 mana. So that is going to increase how careful you have to be when you use this, because if you have a low mana pool and you need to be spreading your use between this, the Wand of Atonement, your Mana Flux, then that's quite a bit. You're going to have a pretty good mana setup to be able to use this item on top of all that. So if you're really good and you're just fighting a mob and it doesn't really do damage to you, this is definitely going to help you kill it faster. But if you have to choose between using this or using your Wand of Atonement to stay alive, definitely want to use the Wand of Atonement. Now this item is around 800,000 coins on the auction house. Currently the lowest price is 850,000, but I would say it's worth it. That's not super expensive, and it's going to be good in a lot of situations where you need to keep a mob away from you. And if you don't want to deal that much damage, like you're just loot sharing off of somebody else's mobs or something, this will help out quite a bit. You're just fighting your boss and somebody else spawns a boss next to you, you right click on it and then keep fighting your boss. So it'll be pretty good for loot share, I think, but definitely a utility item. Now this item's been out for a while, so it should have a price in the museum. So this is your time to guess what you think the price is going to be. I'm going to say 800,000 coins. It's usually pretty accurate as to the auction house. A lot of times I think it goes for the higher average bids compared to the lower average, so you can most likely get it for cheaper than it's going to say. But let's see how much it is. 878,000. Okay, so that's not too far off. About 30,000 coins higher than the lowest bid. So I'd say that was pretty accurate. But that's going to be all for me today, guys. So if you did enjoy, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. On our way to 1,000 subs still. So if you want to join our Discord before we hit that point, you'll get a special OG roll that we're only giving out before we hit 1,000 subs. Hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode of Museum Mastery. God bless.